So I got this turbo. It is a Garrett turbo T04E, and I think it's good for 450 or 400 horsepower, something like that. And I got from this guy called Jonah. He took out of his car, and I think he told me that two of the screws span, so the screw wouldn't screw anymore, would go free. Um, and he was selling it for a reasonable price, and I thought it was I could fix it, so I ended up buying it from him. And his name is Jonah. Thank you, Jonah. And I ended up fixing it yesterday, and I'm just making this video as like a small introduction, and check this out. Alright, so if you've been following me, you know that I'm buying a bunch of stuff, and I'm putting a big engine. I'm rebuilding the engine to put on this car, and I also got this Garrett, right? But this turbo has one problem. Two of those screws are span. I think that's how it says. And so I got these tools here, and I figured that the M8 125 is what we need. And you can see here, M8 125. So what we are going to do now is I'm gonna wear a pair of gloves. Boom. And we are going to use that tool in here. So we are going to screw slowly. I hope you can see. And let me see if I can get the rest of the tool. Alright, so the tool is in here, and you gotta screw the other way. Alright, so the tool is this. We get the tool open, put right in there, and it just gives us some leverage so we can move slowly. We are not in a hurry, and we are going to do one by one, little by little. So open and close. It should do the trick. It's getting harder, which means, let me see, I'm gonna move this side here instead. Alright, so apparently these tools are very sensitive to whatever side you move. Apparently you gotta move a little bit of one, a little bit of the other one. Yeah, see what's happening? It's coming off, and there is a thread in there. It's ironic, but the thread is, you gotta retread that thread. So you screw to the wrong side, it gets screwed, but now when you screw to the other side, it unscrews. So anyway, very funny. And it's getting a little harder. I don't want to go too deep, and I need to be sure that it's going straight down, not cricket. And look. So we are going to stop in a little bit and take some of the aluminum that might be inside there from our work. You don't need to unscrew a lot, you just unscrew a little bit. Yeah, you can see some aluminum here already. Can you see right here? This little thing here is a piece of aluminum. Yeah, it's hard because when I move, the aluminum comes up. You're gonna see in a little bit. So, all right, I guess let's call it good for this round. So let's undo it. So let's see if we can. Nope. Could force it, but I don't want to. And boom, one more. All right. I think if you're going too deep, you need to put some oil or something. All right. So let's. All right. So you see some of it down here, right? And you see some screw getting done in there. So let's keep going. I'm gonna do one more round. So let me screw again. This should go sort of easy to a certain point, which is this point here. All right. And all right, that's easy. And it's getting harder. I just need to be sure I'm not hitting the bottom. And I will need to send to the machine shop. Yeah, so that's hard enough. I'm going back and forth a couple times. Yeah, I'm gonna call it good. And I'm gonna clean that. Ideally, we should use the air tool to take all that out. Let me see here. Yeah, there's not much in there, but there is some down here. So but look, I guess you can see that. So there was no thread in here. I bought those screws, which are M8 125, and the threads are 125, same one I just did, but the size is 2 millimeters longer, so it goes a little deeper. Look, it's great. Yep, we got it. Look at that. So now the only thing is a little, either I need to go a little bit deeper. All right, so look at that. The thread was very screwed, so I did some, but still some to go. So let's do one more lap. There's still some stuff not good down there. So we removed a lot of aluminum, but not enough to compromise the turbine. All right, you see here all this aluminum here, which doesn't seem to be a lot, but it made out of a screw beautifully. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna put some WD-40 in there, and I'm going to, of course, clean that. I don't want a WD-40 on the gasket because there you go. So it might help a little bit. And what I'm going to do, yeah, look at that, it's pretty clean now. Right, so now let's just see if our screw fits. And this washer is basically the same size of the clamp. I'm buying clamps anyway. So let's put this here and see how deep it goes. If it doesn't go deep enough, we'll need to I'll need to cut the screw a little bit. Alright, so if you get the 1/2 inch, that should do it. And it's just a little hard because I just made the screw, yep, just past something, and we gotta actually use a torque wrench, not this one, because that was the problem in the first place. Yeah, see, it's very tight. The guy told me he didn't know that he couldn't screw very tight, and then so he did it. Alright, so this is done. This last one works, and of course that's a 10mm screw, so I'm not gonna mess with that one. I'm gonna leave that alone, unless it's a screw too, and I think it's good enough. There you go. So I did this one before doing this one, so that's why I went out and I figured out which screw to buy. So this is the set I use to fix the turbo. It has, like, I think there's some better ones. I just paid probably 20 bucks on this one because I needed it. So it's a tap and die set, and of course I did not read the manual. I mean, I recommend this one, but you know, you've seen this thing falling off, and I'm not sure if the other ones are the same. This here will make these screws, maybe re-screw it, and this one is making the holes like we use. So I think there are plenty for the price, you know. It's pretty good, pretty steady. You've seen we fixed the turbo, so I'm very happy with that. It's very tight. It's like normal, and that's it. To me, it was a necessity to buy this right now because I got this turbo. I had the chance to get this turbo from Jonah for cheap, and he sold for cheap because for a reasonable price, because the screws were spun. I keep trying to say that word. I think it's spun. I'm gonna say spun for now on. So the screw was spun, and you know, the housing could get screwed. I don't know. Maybe I put some pressure in there, it's gonna explode. I don't know. Never know. But if you don't try, you never know. And that's what I think. And that's the same thing. If you don't try, you never know. Never done any of this, doing all of it. So subscribe to my channel if you didn't yet. carmodsgarage.com. Search that on YouTube. YouTube didn't give me the link yet, but I also have a website, www.carmodsgarage.com. You can follow my progress on the cars, G37, Dodge Ram, and my baby here, which is the Mitsubishi Eclipse. And yeah, and I post pictures, not just the videos. So check it out, and thank you for the support. Later.